Okay, welcome back. What I want to do is to continue with percentages, and this is going to be percentage 2, okay? Or I should say percentages session 2, okay? Now, you would have done some of this before in earlier maths work, right? But it is important that we look at a different approach in each case because each person will learn differently and they will learn in their own way, okay? So what I'm interested in doing is providing you with as much options as possible. Oh, sorry. Look, I just almost damaged my USB stick. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to look at is percentage of an amount. Okay. Sometimes we need to find a percentage of a given amount of money or of a given number. Okay. And here we are. Work example. Find 7% of £1,500. And we're going to look at the solution. 7% of 1,500 equals, now remember we're still dealing in pounds, okay? So we're looking at, it's 7 over 100, it's a fraction, okay, basically of 100. So if you look at, let's look at it a different way. I'm going to get a pen and pencil, let me get my pen now, and let's look at it from a different angle. If we were to, we have two options here, right? One option is we can multiply 7 by 1,500 and divide by 100, or we can convert this 7 100ths to a decimal and then multiply that decimal by 1,500. Now, well, let's look at how that can be done and how it would be done. Okay, let me get my pen. And today I'm going to use I'll go for a brighter color, okay? And it says thicker. No, I don't want it too thick. I don't want it too thick. I want it just nice and fine, okay? So this is what we're going to be looking at here, okay? That's what we're looking at here. So I'm going to take him, this 7 100ths, and we're going to put it up here, okay? I'm just going to use this workspace as my workspace, okay? 7 over 100. Now if I divide 7 by 100, it's equal to what? Go on, tell me, what is it equal to? Now you have done enough math with me already to know what that should do, what you need to do in this, and how you will arrive at that figure. Okay? And yes, it will be 0.07. Okay? Now what we then do here with this here, we then look at it as a multiple. Okay, so I'm going to then take this 1,500 and multiply it by 0.07. So we're going to multiply that by 0.07, okay? We can multiply 1,500 by 0.07, okay? 1,500. Now remember, I'm only looking at this from a different angle, and to show you that there are different perspectives that you can use to arrive at the same solution, okay? You will find your own level, okay? That's going to equal to, what is it going to equal to? You tell me, okay? and it's going to equal to what? To 100 and £5. Remember, it is still pounds, okay? To equal to £105. Let me just draw a line underneath it so we know that's not finished, okay? Now, look at this from your perspective, and remember that it's only an alternative method of application to arrive at the given solution. All right, and you can find your own method of doing that. Now, they haven't done anything different here to what I've done. Change the off to times, okay, and that is your off function here. Remember, that is off, okay, so that's what they're trying to say to you. Change that to times, okay. Now they've done it here differently. They've timed that 1,500 by 7. That will give you 10,500, and divide it by 100. That will give you 105. So it'll give you the same answer here as I have here, okay. It's the same answer, it hasn't changed, okay. Same answer completely. So you can see how that has been arrived at. Now you need to apply those principles and solutions in order to arrive at the correct solution. You can get it wrong and you can make a mistake, okay, but it is important that you understand practice, practice, practice makes perfect. What does practice make? Tell me, I'm waiting. Perfect. Okay, thank you. My screen is a little bit skewed. Okay, okay. And here we have another work example. Okay, so what we want to look at is these work examples, and you need to do the work examples. You need to write it out for yourself. You need to do the multiplications using your calculator. You need to do the divisions using your calculator and learning how to do it for yourself by hand. Okay, that is important that you understand that concept and that you know how to apply it for yourself, so that you're not, if your calculator battery goes flat, you're not left high and dry and in the dark. Here we have another example, work example, okay? And this one is 16% of Julia's savings is £25. What are her total savings? So let's look at Julia's savings, complete savings. And again, let me change my color so we have a different color for each in turn. Okay, so we know which ones we're dealing with. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna try and put my teeth back in. Okay, 16% of savings. So applying the principle that we did earlier, okay, applying this principle, this approach, okay, so we will take that as equal £25. So 1% of savings equals so we're looking at 1% of savings. We know that 16% equals £25. So we take the 25 and divide it by 16, okay, that gives us what? Okay, that's your first stage to set down. Okay, first stage. Let's just get him into a little Okay, but let's apply again, as I said before, the principle that we applied up before. Here we're applying this principle here. Principle remains the same, it is constant. Okay, depending on what you have been asked to find. Right, so 25 over 16 times 100. So let's find the space to do that in, and we're going to do, again, we're going to take 25, we're going to take this up to here. Now I'm doing this because I want this space to work in, okay? So we're going to take 25 divided by 16 equals, right, well, you tell me what 25 divided by 16 is. Equals 1.5 6 2 5. Now I've put the full digits in because it matters, so we can arrive at a equivalent and more accurate solution. Okay, so we're then going to take this. Let me change my colors again. We're then going to take this here, right? Change it again, and we're going to bring it down to here. So we're then going to take 1.5 6 2 5 times 100 equals, now what is that equal to? Now remember, it's up to you to make sure that you have put in the correct information, and you actually need to do this process for yourself, okay? And you'll find that it is equal to 156 0.25. Okay, and that is in pounds. Okay, that's in pounds. Okay, and there we have it. So that figure there here matches this figure here, so we know that process is correct. Okay, now again, write this out for yourself. Get this done. You need to understand how it is achieved. Okay, and it is vital that you know this. Okay, you cannot guess it, you cannot wonder on it, you cannot think that if it's this or that. Okay, so let's go for a little bit more and let's begin to look at some now again further. Now the cash price of a computer is £489. Sanjeev decides to buy the computer using a hire purchase scheme. The deposit required is 10% of the cash price. How much deposit will Sanjeev have to pay? The hire purchase scheme involves 60 monthly repayments of £9.44. What will be the total cost of the computer purchased on this scheme? Solution. Now, you need to bear in mind that you have to actually do the calculation for yourself now. Deposit equals 10% of cash price. Okay, and we know the computer cost £489, so we can extract our information from here. Okay, and we know that we have the required deposit of 10%. We can take that information from here also. Okay, we know it is 60 months. Okay, so here again we extrapolate our information and we know what this is going to be here. Excuse me. So here we are, we've taken our information from the question asked itself, and you need to be able to do that so you know what you've been asked to do. I'm just panning back a bit to make sure that it is in view, okay? Everyone can see it, okay? Right, and here we are. So we now have a deposit. When we apply this principle here again, okay? And you notice that you should be familiar with this principle by now, okay? Write it out, all right? That gives us £48.90. Okay? The total monthly repayment equals 60 times 9.44. That equals £566.40. Okay. The total cost of the computer equals £48.90 plus 566.40 equals £615.30. And again, this is down to you to prove that this is correct. Okay, sometimes there are errors in these calculations and it is up to you to prove that the calculations are correct. Okay, make sure they are. Okay, let's carry on. Here's some exercises in question 1 to 3. Find the value of 15% of 160, 12.5% of 240, question 3, 0.1% of 30,000. Okay. Well, okay, so let's have a look now. So what is 15% of 160? Right, well, this will be for you now to prove me right or wrong. And I'm hoping that you can get this done yourself. I'm just going to put you in the answer that I think there, and that is 24. That is 24 pounds. And that's my decision, equal to 24 pounds. Now, you tell me whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong. And this is the process you will now need to do. Okay, 12.5% of 240. Okay. Now here again, I'm just giving you this as an answer, and that will be equal to 30. Now I am not going to confirm this whether it's right or wrong. I'm just giving you calculations of my own, okay? And we have 0.1% of 30,000. And again here we have, I am just going to give you the answer that I believe to be my own correct answer. And again here we have something quite strange. 30. And remember, this is in pounds, okay? Now, Mandy buys a vacuum cleaner in a sale. It was originally £105 but is marked at 20% off. How much does she pay? Sorry, how much does she save? Save, okay? 20% off, 105. And all I'm going to do here is give you my answer, and it's going to be 21 pounds. Again, you have the right to hear to prove me right or wrong. I'm not going to go through the process. I want you to apply the process for the calculations you're on. Julie invests £450 at 8% per annum. How much interest will her money earn in 6 months? Annum means each year. Well, if Julia invests £450 at 8% per annum, meaning that in 6 months she would have earned half that interest at 4%. Okay? So, in 6 months she's only going to earn 4% on 450. So what is 4% of 450? So, I'm going to give you what my figure here. Again, it's up to you to prove me right or wrong. And I'm going to say it is worth £18. Okay. Now, all I'm doing here is giving you some figures which I believe to be correct, but you can prove me wrong. That's your process. Now you will only be able to do that by doing the calculations for yourself. Stanley earns £9,480 a year. If he is awarded a 7.5% rise, what is his new monthly wage? Now that is interesting. So you have to look at this from the perspective that Stanley earns £9,480 a year. If he's awarded 7.5% rise, what is his new monthly wage? Now you need to look at it from the perspective that 7.5% is applicable over the year. Okay? So what is 7.5% of 9,480? And that's what you need to be asking yourself. Okay? Okay? So by my calculations, and again here you can prove me wrong, and I would expect you to by doing the calculations, that he now has £9,480 plus 711 equals what? Equals what? That's equal to that's equal to ten 1 9 1. Okay. And to find the monthly salary, what will you now do? You'll need to divide this number here. Let me make it, let's get a new brighter color. You need to take this number here and you need to divide it by 12. Why 12? Come on, tell me, somebody please tell me why 12? Because there are 12 months in the year. Equals $849 equals 8 4 9.25. Okay, and that's your solution for that question. Okay, now Barry has been told that he needs at least 60% in each of his 4 assessments if he is to be successful. What are the lowest marks Barry can get in each assessment if he is to obtain a pass? So what you need to look at is taking an average, adding all these up together, find a given percentage overall, and see where you go from there. Now that one I'm going to leave to you to work out, okay? But again here also, this is one I'm going to leave you to work out also as well, and I think you need some practice yourself. So let me just go back up a little bit, make sure that I've covered everything from that I can, that I have done for today, okay? Okay. Now you remember we've covered this previously before, okay, and we're continuing, okay. Let's just make sure that I have all this in place for you, okay. Okay. Right, here you have Simon wishes to buy a television, costing £360 using his credit card. Interest is charged at the rate of 1.75% per month. Find the amount of interest payable to the credit company after the first month. Okay, and you should be able to do it for yourselves now. Trevor buys a cooker from an electricity board using a hire purchase agreement, period of 1 year. His monthly payments are sorry. Okay, now that again is for you to determine and to work out. Take it step by step, and remember to look at your percentages from what we said earlier before. Look at a method that you can use for yourself. Okay. Okay, and these are again for you to do. Okay, I'm not going to do these all for you. You can do these for yourselves. Okay, I've shown you the basic principle. And here we have percentage decrease and increase. Okay, and again the principle is again the same. Okay, so I'm not going to take too long on this. You can now apply this for yourselves. Okay, all right, again learn to use your information that you have applied. Okay, see what it is saying from here. Okay, basically you look at the little knickknacks that they've given you, the tips. Use the tips, and here you have 80% of £7.75. What that is equal to, bring that up. Okay, okay, and all they're doing here again, simple new prices. Okay, and again here, right, now again the principle is the same, so I'm not going to take too long on this. Okay, let's just go into you here. So I want you to make sure that you can see this in full. Okay, now value added tax. First, discount garages and sheds. Now the VAT rate is 17.5%. Now you can see how old this is. That's no longer the case. It's like 20%, isn't it? 22% now. Teeth and suds. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything further on this. This is for you now to work out for yourself. And that on cheapest garage, okay, 75% of 415, etc. And you can see the prices here yourself, okay? And look at what he's done and how he has arrived at this. Make sure you understand the concept, because you have to add it to your price, total price, to get you the correct figure, okay? And here, question 1.6, you can complete the table, okay? And again here, this is for you to do. I'm not going to do this for you because I think that it's important that you begin to get the practicing for yourselves and that you understand the concepts behind it, okay? And again here is quite a bit for you, okay? Now this is percentages 2, okay? And this is percentages 2, I should have said it earlier, okay? We have percentage 1 and we have percentages 2, okay? And I want you to be able to understand these concepts because you will need to apply them in real life. Believe me when I tell you, if you have a car, this would be applicable to you. You need to tune the car or you have the car serviced, etc. Know what you're paying, okay? It is applicable. Now here we have percentage profit loss error, okay? What this means is that car for 4,800 sells it for 3,200. What is his loss? Okay, and here you have the process by which they have applied, okay? You can look at that from the simple process of that, okay? You can then look at that there, okay? And here you can see it says here the original price is there, is your denominator. So you would multiply that by that, okay? In order to get your correct solution and divide by the denominator, okay? Okay, now again here you have other examples, and these are examples that you need to be familiar with and be able to work through, okay? And here you have a table completed. Now I would suggest that you actually do this work for yourselves, okay? Okay, and I think that's as far as I'm going to go with this now, okay? This is percentages session 2, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, I think that will be it for me now. And that will be just to make sure that it's all in view, okay? Just recapping, okay? Okay, that's how far as we need to go now. Thank you. Okay, I hope you found this useful. And let me just take us back down to the bottom. Okay. Now this is just to make sure that I have everything in view and that it can be seen on screen in full. Okay, that is why I'm making sure that I can see it myself on camera. I noticed that one or two cases that where it has been closed up, but okay, thank you, and I hope that this will be useful to you. Okay. Right, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye for now.